Seeing the chaos of war, decided to surrender to House Targaryen by surrendering their swords and swearing that this was the first time Aegon demonstrated his power in battle.
Yo, what's happening, people? Back again for another stream. Don't forget to smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel at GavGoesIn. What are you saying, Al? You good?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. How are you? You all right?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, man. Bit busy today. You know, it's been a bit of a mad day. Just had a few things to do, and just come off a seminar actually. With something that I've been looking at, which, if you're interested, man, I'll hit you up on a private message about it as well. It's a good opportunity that I've seen that I might be looking into.
Yeah, sure, fill me in.
Yeah, man. But no, apart from that, just obviously just been watching the football. You know, enjoying this English weather so far. You know, at least the sun's out, man. It's not raining, so that's all we can be hopeful of. You know what I mean? For the next couple of weeks, I suppose.
To be honest, I wouldn't mind a bit of rain, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, when the sun's out, I ain't too fussed. But I think if there's no breeze, man, then it's a bit of a struggle for me, you know? So
exactly, that's what I'm saying. And there hasn't been that much. I didn't go gym yesterday because it was too hot. I was like,
I didn't. I went yesterday. I went around lunchtime yesterday. It was quite busy, to be fair. It wasn't too bad. But yeah, when it's weather like this, man, it's more pub garden weather for a lot of people, isn't it? So
yeah.
But yeah, man, I think it's good that the sun's out, but as I said, man, yeah, it needs some sort of wind blowing around as much
definitely.
as it can, really. Yeah, so but yeah, man. So I think England have to be possibly the luckiest team or luckiest nation, should I say, that I've seen for years. I mean, how they've managed to avoid that side of the draw, yeah, after playing the way they have. Yeah, it's laughable, man, really. Obviously, they got Slovakia in the round of 16. So, I mean, I say you'd expect England to win that game, but obviously England will be the favourites. But again, I don't think I'm expecting too much from England. And I think Slovakia, you know, they could cause a surprise upset. But yeah, I think obviously England will gain as favourites, and I believe obviously if England don't get through on Sunday, I think that surely that will surely say the end of Southgate. I mean,
well, I think
Southgate's
leaving anyway. Regardless of what
I
happens.
think the interview he done, I think he said, you know, it's more, yeah. Well, he's not actually confirmed, but it's like a possibility, I suppose, isn't it? But I think depending on who they get beat by, so if they was to get beat by one of the favourites, then, you know, depends how they get beat. He might have said, you know, I'm gonna at least stay on probably. But I think against Slovakia, if they definitely get beat, he's definitely gone, in my opinion. But
yeah, of course.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, what do you think against Slovakia? You think they're gonna do anything? Or
Me personally, I can't see it. I can't see it. It's not like they've had any sort of games where they've showed any sort of real quality. Yeah. Like I've not seen any attacking, and even from the stats that I showed you the other night, like what 3 shots on target?
Yeah,
that's not great, is it?
I think they had 5. Was it 5 in total? I think it might have been.
Yeah, so to say that, oh yeah, we're gonna go over and smoke the Slovakians, it's not gonna happen. And I feel from watching this tournament, I feel like the smaller teams have actually done better than the bigger teams so far. Yeah. I feel like Czech Republic played good football. Slovakia have played good football. Turkey have been good. I mean, once Turkey start their best players, they're a better team. Who else? Who else has been good? Albania, for me. Albania have been a great watch throughout this tournament. I think they've showed so much heart throughout this tournament. They've not given up once, and I feel like
they're out. They're out now, aren't they, Albania?
Yeah, but it's surprising that they went out. Consider the football they played. They played on the front foot. Like they defended well. Fair enough, yeah, they conceded, but they never gave up in any of their games. So like, I think they're the team that I'll miss throughout this tournament. Holland haven't looked good. Van Dijk's been found out yet
Yeah.
again.
Mm.
I think the pie is doing too much up front. He should try and keep it a bit more simple. Italy haven't looked good. France, I think because they've stopped playing Giroud up front,
Yeah.
it's not looking. They're not looking as fluid as they would normally look. Portugal, same story as every tournament since Ronaldo's been around. If you're not passing to me, then it's kind of pointless. Like we've got no idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, right now I'm putting my money on a smaller team at the moment.
Did you manage to catch the Georgia Portugal team yesterday? Portugal game
Yeah,
yesterday?
yeah. I
Yeah.
watched that. That was a good game. That was a good game. I mean,
Mm.
like I said to my pal, like even though their first goal was from a mistake, they
Yeah.
still had a lot to do. They still had to get the pass right. The finish had to be at least on target, and I think they did. They did that. I think Portugal, like I said, just ran out of options. I think Ronaldo shouldn't have started, even though it's their B team. I don't think Ronaldo should have started. I think he should have sat this one out or probably come on the last 10, 20. And
Yeah.
they've got another striker on the bench who is a good goal scorer. So for me, it was a weird one why he started if you're going to change the whole team.
Mm.
But I also think it's good that Portugal changed their whole side. I think that's what England should have done in their last game. They should have changed their whole squad, but they didn't. But it's typical Gareth Southgate for you.
Yeah. I mean, I think yeah, starting off with the game yesterday, I think we've mentioned there before. It's an eye opener really, and that's against a team in Georgia that you wouldn't expect to go any further. Obviously, they got Spain in the next round. But I did say, you know, if Roberto Martinez decides to keep playing Ronaldo as the main nine, they're going to struggle, especially against the better teams, because the team is designed still to play for Ronaldo because he's the big name. You know, he's the captain, and obviously he's just the guy that they all want to play for in a sense, you know. And that's going to be to the detriment of of them going any further because much as Ronaldo, you know, does score goals in the past and you know, obviously he's a big name in that. The guy's what? He's almost 40 now, you know, so you can't be playing for someone like him. He needs to be someone that is coming off with tired legs for the last 15, 20 minutes if you want to bring him on and then nicking a goal. But anything else, he's not really going to take part in. And what people fail to realize as well is that Ronaldo is not a natural striker. So in terms of the natural striker things that he should be doing in terms of holding the ball up, you know, linking the play, he can't do that. And even though he is about 6 foot, he's not that strong in terms of when he's up against a defender. Too many times he gets brushed out the way, you know, and that necessarily might not be because of his strength. That's because he's not natural at being able to link play and having his back to goal. Whereas if you have like a seasoned striker, they will know the kind of movements, the kind of way to receive the ball and do things like that. Whereas Ronaldo, he's obviously playing off a reputation for goals, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of
And
course.
the fact of the matter is, against the better nation, I think they've got Slovenia now in the next round. And you'd expect them to beat Slovenia. I mean, I know England struggled, but obviously Portugal have a lot more quality, in my opinion, in the attacking areas. But you'd expect them to go through. But I think if they beat Slovenia, they're going to meet either France or Belgium. So, yeah, it's going to be testing times now.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah. But
yeah, like you were saying as well, him even the way he receives the ball, he wants to receive it side on or he wants to try and use his pace, which he doesn't really have that much anymore.
yeah,
Like, yeah, you can if you give him half a yard, he will beat you. But like I said, if it was a Ronaldo that was like in his 20s, then yeah, all day long, play him up top, man. Do what you got to do because he'll win a game by himself. But I think now
this is the thing as well. If he was in his 20s, he probably wouldn't be playing up front. He'd be playing on the wing.
true.
That's a difference. You know what I mean? So But
But then,
yeah, I think I don't know. I can't see them. I can see them beating Slovenia. So I think attacking wise, they'll have a bit too much. But I think the next round after that, you know what I mean? I think if they persist with Ronaldo, then yeah, then I think they're going home, definitely.
yeah,
Um,
but it's not going to change. It's not going to change because if he gets
yeah,
dropped, it's going to be the Ronaldo show all over again. It's going to be
yeah,
him sitting on the bench moaning that he's not playing against France, and it's just like sometimes you just got to think of the team, man.
yeah,
You literally got to think of the team. You got to look at yourself and be like, listen, I'm 40, nearly 40,
mm,
so it's time I let somebody else take over.
yeah.
Because what this is probably his last tournament. He's not going to be able to go to a World Cup. If he does, I'll be shocked.
Nah, he won't be in the next one for sure. Because I think by the time the next one comes around, he's gonna be Pepe is what 41.
Yeah,
You know, I think he might even be around that age. So and in that sense, Portugal might have already moved forward in terms of their team without him. So, but for me, he definitely can't be starting for Portugal in the main games for the foreseeable because it's you can tell he blunts their attack because he just doesn't really get involved in anything else other than scoring a goal. And even that, he's having chances and he's not scoring. So
mm.
yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, man. But what did you think of the I know your views obviously on the England game, but what did you think of the lineup? The lineup he played. I think he made one change in Conor Gallagher for Trent. Um,
No difference to me, honestly. If I'm being
yeah,
honest, what one change? What did that achieve? Nothing.
yeah,
Like we all know what Gallagher offers, and it's not a lot. Doesn't
yeah,
offer anything going forward, and he
mm,
doesn't really offer anything going back. Yeah, he's got an engine and yeah, run about the pitch. But if you want someone to do that, you might as well just put Jordan Henderson. What's the
well,
difference between the two of them? There
this
isn't.
is the thing. Gallagher was the replacement for Henderson. Because really and truly, as you just said, he offers the legs, you know what I mean? And that's what Henderson was more or less doing, and probably a bit of leadership quality as well. But the problem is, Southgate's a coward, as I said, because England technically, yeah. I know obviously it would have taken a loss by Slovenia, for them against Slovenia, and then Denmark to win the game, which would have meant they probably would have finished third, or obviously if they would have got battered, then obviously it might have been bottom. But the thing is, that was a game for me where Southgate had the chance to experiment in terms of playing Eze, playing Gordon if he wanted to play him. You know what I mean? Giving Ivan Toney a game. That was the chance for him to do that. And yet again, he goes with the same team, which was expected from the start of the tournament. So the exact team that he picked was the exact team that I said he was going to play. Because it was between Trent and Conor Gallagher to play, and that's only because he's been trying to fit Trent into midfield. But the problem is now the likes of Ivan Toney, the likes of Eze, look at Cole Palmer when he come on. His impact on the game when he come on for a short time. Kobe Minor the same. The fact of the matter is now these players are not really going to play now because he's going to go back to in his eyes the tried and tested. You know, you're going to see the same back five of Trippier, Walker, Stones, and Guehi, Pickford in goal. Declan Rice will be in there. And I told you about Benham. Benham is a problem in this team because the manager thinks he's better than what he is. The fan base think he's better than what he is. Yeah. And ultimately, he's taking up another spot in that team of someone that can come in and do better than what he's doing. But the manager is just going to play him, which means it's the only places up for grabs, really, you would say are the midfield spot. Is it going to be Kobe Manu? Is it going to be Gallagher? Is it going to be Trent? And then on the left-hand side, you might see Foden as a scapegoat, and then they might say Gordon, or they might say Eze. And then obviously up top, I mean, Ivan Toney should be playing, should have at least started one of the games.